Coffee.
Good morning everyone. Thank you, JY. It's a pleasure to actually be emceeing for everyone this morning. And I've actually got some prepared notes by the very helpful other MC, who is not here yet. Yeah. So, firstly, I would like to say that this is actually the first International Humanist Conference held in Singapore. That's an incredible achievement, but I do know that this is the third time which is being held in Asia, and I hope, as the founder of Humanist Malaysia, one day my fantasy is to actually have this event in Malaysia. Alright, so without further ado, as everyone calls it, I'd like to call firstly the Humanist Society Singapore's president, Nora Mahmud, or Nora, as everyone knows her, who is obviously my very good friend, and I'd like her to deliver the first welcome address. Nora?
Alright, I hope everybody had a good rest last night. I do just knock up, but we'll come back. Okay, here I have a prepared speech. Yes. Dear distinguished delegates, our esteemed speakers, and fellow humanists. And good morning and warm welcome to all to the 2024 Humanist International Conference here in Singapore. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you all today as a president of the Humanist Society of Singapore, as your host for this significant gathering of the like-minded individuals from all over the world. I would like to begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for making the journey to be here with us. And yesterday I found from Peru, from Guatemala, they spent 2 hours to travel 2 days just to come here. I spent 12 hours on a plane to go to UK. I have a hard time. But for them to 2 days, that is incredible. Before we dive into today's agenda, I want to take a moment to reflect on our tour. Some of us had opportunity yesterday to experience yesterday, and we visited the 3 remarkable places: the Harmony in Diversity Gallery, the Religious Rehabilitation Group, and the My Community Walk. Each of these stops provided us with a unique perspective on the values we hold dear as humanists. Values of tolerance, empathy, and an unyielding pursuit of understanding. Our Harmony in Diversity Gallery offered us an in-depth look into the multicultural fabric of Singapore, showcasing how different faiths coexist peacefully. It was a reminder of the importance of a dialogue and mutual respect in a world often divided by differences. At the My Community Walk, we provide us with a grassroots view of Singapore neighborhood, revealing the rich cultural heritage and stories that form the bedrock of our society. And it was a testament to the ideas that every community, regardless of size, plays a vital role in shaping our future. In the Religious Rehabilitation Group Gallery, we were introduced to the incredible work being done to counter extremism through the re-education and engagement. This gallery emphasizes that humanism isn't just about promoting secular values, but also about building bridges across divides, even to those rooted in ideology. These visits were not just educational, but it's also deeply inspiring. They underscore the theme of our conference today, which is Secularism and Interfaith Harmony. As humanists, we recognize that the secular forces as an environment where diverse beliefs can coexist peacefully. The experience from our tour reminded us that building a shared humanity requires respect for both religious and non-religious perspectives alike. By promoting dialogue and understanding, we contribute to a world where differences are celebrated and unity is achieved through our common humanity. As we move forward today with the conference, let us keep this lesson in mind. Let them guide our discussion, form our decision, and inspire our action. Once again, thank you all for being here. I look forward to the fruitful conversation and collaboration that will emerge from this conference. Together, we can continue to champion humanism and make a positive impact to the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nora. And now, I would like to call Andrew Cobson, who is the Humanist UK Chief Executive, as well as the President of Humanist International. I actually went through Andrew's bio. It's very interesting because he's actually, he did his studies in Balliol College in Oxford, and I do believe that his mates at the college were people like Hitchens and Dawkins.
Well, I'm much younger than them, of course. So it wasn't exactly at the same time. Thank you very much, Nora. Thank you, AJ. I'd like to just say three things really on behalf of Humanist International. And the first, obviously, is to say how pleased we are to be for the first time here in Singapore. It's when I first joined the board of Humanist International 14 years ago, that the Singapore humanists were just getting started, and they really have gone from strength to strength, not only as the first really established humanist presence in this region, but as has been clear from meeting friends here from Malaysia, Indonesia and elsewhere, a great inspiration that they've become to other humanists in the region to organise, to feel brave, and to take that first step into their own organisation. I think that's really a great tribute to all of you here, and we all want to, I think, salute what you've done. And that is on top of those of us who've been in Singapore for a couple of days now, having come almost immediately to appreciate the great food, lovely bars, some of you too late last night, I'm watching all the time. And the very friendly and helpful people who've made our trip here already so wonderful. The second thing I want to say is something about the theme of diversity that many of us, that Nora's already touched upon, and that many of us were enjoying and thinking about in the gallery yesterday. I said something about this last night, but I'm going to say it again. For humanists, this choice of the theme of diversity is not just arbitrary. This is an incredibly important theme and concept for us. And it's important for a large number of reasons. I'm going to select just two. The first, as I said yesterday, humanists above all other things, I think, are people who have a high regard for individual personal choice and the right of every person to pursue their vision of the good life as far as they can, to the maximum extent they can, as long as they're not harming others. And the moment that you accept that concept of individual freedom, the world becomes irredeemably diverse, and diverse forever. Because everyone has their own ideas, their own decisions, their own opinions, their own choices to make. And so diversity is not just a fact of our society to be accommodated and dealt with. It's a consequence of human freedom to be celebrated and to be elevated and to be honoured. And I think that human diversity that we need to embrace is obviously very much on display in this region and in Singapore or something. I would just want to very lucky to be here. But the other thing to say about diversity is that it is something that needs to be managed and mediated and moderated if we are all, in light of that diversity, to live together in a certain unity. And I think that secularism, and I'm sure I'm speaking in the minds of most people here, secularism is the mechanism to achieve that common life together. And it's no secret that secularism is facing a difficult world. In many countries it is in decline and in retreat. So at the same time I say that if we need to celebrate and elevate diversity and humanity, we must defend and advance secularism. And those two parts of the humanist agenda are really equally important. And the last thing I want to say, the third thing I want to say is really an encouragement to all of us who are here from visiting from other countries. And again, it's about diversity. There is enormous diversity here in this room. Although, of course, we all share certain common values and our humanist approach to life, the perspectives and cultures and different conditions that we've come from, the different experiences we've had in our organisations as well as in our own lives, give us incredibly fruitful grounds for interchange and discussion. Humanist International is above all else a supportive and collaborative network of organisations and of friends who can share so much with each other, learn so much from each other, sometimes in very unexpected ways. So I encourage you all to move outside your national bubble or the bubble of those that you already know, engage with each other and appreciate some of that diversity as well as bring your own ideas to the table. So thank you again to our Singaporean host. You couldn't have chosen a better theme, and we're incredibly grateful to be with you today.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew.